Hey fellow explorers, I often get a lot of questions about what equipment I use to shoot my live streams or my recorded videos, and so in this video I'm going to answer that question by giving you a behind the scenes look at what I'm currently using here at the end of 2020 going into 2021. We'll take a tour through my main Yellow Productions crew studio where I do my live streams and recorded at-home videos, and then we'll also head downstairs into my editing suite and take a look at the other spot where I also do live streams. I'm going to do this vlog style, so I'm going to go handheld and show you through my eyes all the different pieces. I'll put links to the different equipment items in the description and also the model numbers up on the screen so that if you're interested in getting any one of these things, it's easy for you to pick them up for yourself. So this is what you typically see of me when I'm live streaming, but I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what I see. So here we've got the main laptop that I use for live streaming. It's an Acer Predator laptop. I run vMix as the software on it. I've got the second monitor connected right up here so that I can see myself. If you want to know more about actual vMix, I've got a behind the scenes about how that software works. But the camera that I use to live stream, it stays right here in this tripod. It never moves. It's the Sony HXR NX80. This is one of Sony's professional camcorders, and what I like about this camcorder, it has a 1-inch sensor, a good lens, great autofocus, and it also has XLR inputs, so I can use professional style microphones that we'll talk about in just a second. I have a ring light back here that's by Dracast. I'll put the whole model up on the screen and in the description, but what I like about this ring light, if we take a look back here, is I can dial in the color temperature precisely by numbers, and I can also adjust the brightness all the way down to 1%, which is nice. A lot of inexpensive lights maybe only go down to 10%, but I like to be able to dial it down all the way. Okay, now microphones. Up here, sometimes I use this boom microphone. This microphone is a Deity microphone, and it has an XLR connection that would go right into here in the camera. But currently, I've got my AKG headset set up. This is the one I use generally when I'm live streaming. I also use this when I do interviews so that I can hear and speak at the same time. This is the same headset that Dave Ramsey uses. Just to the left of my laptop, I've got my notes. You'll often see me live streaming looking kind of over here to the left, and so I've got my notes from my live stream that's just on this little kind of paper holder. But behind that, I've got a Manfrotto friction arm that I can use if I need to mount a phone or mount a second camera. This kind of moves all around, so that's a nice feature. The other thing on the table that you saw next to the computer was this device. This is my X Keys control pad. So whenever I am switching something in vMix, like if I want to play my video intro, I click the button here that says intro, and then it just goes ahead and plays that as a shortcut. And then I can go back to seeing me solo right there. All right, the other stuff we've got in this room, on either side, my right side and my left side, I've got two more Dracast LED panel lights with soft boxes on them. Another thing I like about these lights, just like the one up there, is you can dial everything in specifically. It has this little screen on it that you can see precisely the brightness and the color temperature so that I can set all of these lights to be the same color temperature. With the softbox removed, this is how the light looks. It's a bicolor LED light, so there's two colors. There's the bright white and the tungsten white, and it's got these barn doors on it so that I can cut the light coming off to the side so that I'm not illuminating this back wall with white light. Now just next to the white light down here, I've got this blue light. Actually, this thing can change to a whole bunch of different colors and temperatures. This is a Luxley cello light, and there's another one that just a flat panel. I like it to give that blue wash to the wall, or I could do purple or yellow. It has a whole bunch of other effects, but I use it just to give that interesting color to the back wall. I have a second Luxley cello that's back here in this corner. This is what lights up the right wall. Again, those have nice digital displays so that I can dial both of them into the same color temperature and to the same brightness. I run them on AC power adapters, but they also take batteries. So that's all the main tech in the room, but let's take a look at some of the other things in here before we head downstairs and take a look at my equipment down there. Starting from the left, you often see this yellow wine. I picked this up at a flea market. This is a Live Long and Prosper card holder. This is a hamburger tablecloth that I use as a coaster. Then up here we have my Yellow Productions 100,000 subscriber plaque. This is the first copy. I have a second copy in my room downstairs. And then all of these stuffed animals back here, the ones that are stuffed animals, were gifted by members of the Yellow Productions crew from all around the world. So we've got pandas, we've got kangaroos, we've even got a quokka back here, and a red panda. That's right. Then back in this corner, we've got another one of those yellow wines from that same thrift shop. I get a lot of questions about this plant. It is not a real bird of paradise. That light also just adds some value. It's not plugged in. And then back in this corner, I've got a desk with some monitors and equipment in the drawers down there. And then this stool is what I use to sit on. The table that holds up the laptop, it's something I just got from overstock.com. It goes up and down, isn't on wheels, and so I can move it around. It's really easy to reconfigure. And then finally, my really high-tech monitor holder is a Klipsch subwoofer that really just works well to get that monitor up to about the right height. Now we're in my second studio, the editing studio, and being a different room, I wanted to go for a different vibe in here, a little bit of a darker and moodier vibe. In the Yellow Productions crew studio, it's very bright, kind of news-like, and so in here I was going for a darker vibe. Now let me show you how I accomplished that. We'll take a look at the whole room and I'll turn the house lights up. Okay, now with the house lights up, let's take a look at what we've got here. To orient yourself, that chair, that's just where I was sitting. Let's take a look at some of the other things in the room that you don't normally see just down here. This is where our bunny hangs out in the house. This is MacGyver's indoor home. This is where our little explorer often plays when she's watching her papa edit. I'll show you the gear, and then we'll take a look at some of the other things that are around here. So first up, the heart of this, the laptop right here. It's the same laptop as before. I do bring this upstairs and downstairs because that's too much money. I don't want to buy a second one of those laptops. Now, the camera here, this is a different camera. It's actually the same camera that I'm currently recording this video on. It's the Sony FDR AX53. I've got two of these to travel with. I really like it, so I use the second one down here just on a tripod. This one doesn't have XLR microphones by default, and so it has the XLR microphone adapter so that I can plug in those same headphones that you saw me wearing earlier, and if I'm just recording sitting at the seat, then I've got this other XLR microphone that came with the XLR adapter. The other big difference in this room is the light. So I've got this light right here that is boomed just to my right when I'm sitting there. This thing is called the IntelliTech Light Cloth LC160. It is a LED panel that you can adjust the color temperature and the brightness just like all the other lights we saw upstairs. But what's really great about this thing is it's really light, not light as in bright, but it's light as in it doesn't weigh much. So I can easily put it on that boom arm just to my right, so it lights up my face and it doesn't light up the back wall, so that I can get that blue light on the back wall. It's got that softbox and the grid on it, and so you can see when I turn down the house lights, the white light from that light is not casting a ton of brightness on that wall in the back where you're just getting that blue. When I'm actually doing a real video, I have it positioned a little bit lower so there's really no light spillage on that back wall. Now, other things I've got in here, I've got this phone right here. This is where I do my 1-minute news stories from. It's a Samsung Galaxy S20, and then it's got this Rode VideoMic NTG connected to it. This microphone just connects in via USB, and so that way you can actually hear me pretty well. I've got a MacBook Pro here just on the right-hand side. I use this to look at the comments and things like that as they're coming in on the live stream. Now, just to the right here, I've got these two monitors. These are for my main editing system. When I'm live streaming, I'm often playing a fireplace. It is just a 3-hour clip of a fireplace on there. Those two monitors are connected to this computer down here, which is just a big beefy Windows computer that has like 30 terabytes of hard drive space. My cables are not neat. Life is too short for cable management. I totally believe in that. Now, when I'm editing here, I often do voiceovers, and so I've got this microphone. This is the Shure SM7B. I've got it out there on a boom arm, so I can easily just kind of like talk into it as I'm editing, move it around. This is connected before it gets to the computer into this thing. This is the Mix Pre 3. This is the preamp for that microphone. I can adjust the volume. I can see the levels. This particular microphone is a fairly quiet microphone, and so it requires a pretty substantial preamp to actually drive it. Now, of course, we've got more members of the Yellow Productions crew that are here keeping us company. And up here, I've got my Wi-Fi router on top of a diaper box. That's right, we make sure to use everything in this house. And then just down here, we have the second copy of the 100K subscriber celebration plaque. I ordered a second one when I passed 200,000 subscribers. A few of the other things I want to show you in here first is the chair that I sit in. This is the Herman Miller Embody chair. It's the most comfortable office chair I've ever sat in. It's not cheap, but I love it. It really helps my bad back. I've also got my subscriber counter here. This is called the La Metric Time. It does a whole bunch of other things like temperature, clock. You can get apps on it, but I like the subscriber feature. So I've got one of those same blue lights back here behind my monitors that you saw before upstairs. And then finally, we've got this other area behind the big light that we use to take still photos. OC Girl was doing some food photography here earlier. She's the still photographer in the house. She uses a Fujifilm camera to take pictures because she likes the colors out of it. This is the T20. The other camera we use to take still photos and some videos when we're out and about is the Sony ZV-1. This is a recent addition to the family. We like it because it's a little smaller and easier to carry around than the Fujifilm. Also, it's a little smaller than some of these camcorders, so it's great when we're doing things like the Amazon Fresh Video or places where we don't want to be carrying a ton of equipment. Now, if you're considering picking up any of this equipment for your home studio, you'll find links in the description below to all of the equipment that I showed you in both of these rooms. If you want to see more about how I actually live stream, you can check out this video for how I use vMix, the software to do live streaming. And if you want to see a video review of that Sony ZV-1 camera, you can watch that right here. Well, as usual, I won't say goodbye because I'll see you in one of these videos.